What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Predictions in the building. I will be recapping the Alexander Rakic fight versus Anthony Smith UFC Fight Night card. It was pretty good, man. I had a fun time. I think I went 5 for 6, right? Let me look. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I went 5 for 6, right? Or 6 for 5 or some shit like that. Oh man, now I gotta go. Where is it at? I'll show you guys at the end so you guys can count it. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I went. I think I. Oh no, I went. Yeah, I went 5 for 6. I didn't do the best on this card. I thought like I was gonna do, but it was a really fun card. Let's start off from the prelims and talk and get our way up. And yeah, man, first fight of the night, Marilee. I hope I'm saying that right. I know you guys are roasting me about saying her name wrong. Marilee Martin versus Hannah Cifers. Who was I seen somebody's video that were picking? Was it? I think it was Capper comparison. He was picking Hannah Cifers, and he had made a really good suggestion in his videos that man, you guys should pick Hannah Cifers because Hannah's gonna fight like she has it all on the line. And I thought for that first round, she was kind of fighting like she liked to fight or she wanted to be in there. She gave it her all. I'll say that. And I don't know. It just it wasn't her night. It just wasn't her night. I feel like she kind of busted her load a little bit. And Marlee Martin took over. Marlee Martin, again, is just that fucking aggressive, loud girl. You know what I'm saying? She's just one of those. She's one of those. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those. What happened in the fight? She got dropped. I remember Martin got dropped, and then did she take her down? I don't know if she pulled guard or took her down, and then she got the choke, and I was really shocked. Marlee Martin made a really good comeback, but Hannah Cifers, you can keep your head up. For me, it was like my problem with Cifers was like, dude, do you want to be here? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you like fighting? But she showed to me she likes fighting. I don't know if they keep her. That's 4 fights now she's lost. And she looked like she had some heart, and she looked like she recovered from being molested in her last fight. But, it looks like she got some confidence back. Probably got to work on kind of choosing your shots a little better. But hey, I like her now. I got no problem with Hannah Cifers, But it is what it is. Next fight. This is one of the fights I got wrong. Polyana Viana versus Emily Whitmire. I should have known. Why did I pick Emily Whitmire? Polyana, I just seen a really bad fight. I know she has a win over Amanda Ribas, which is insanity. But I just seen one of her fights, and I just was not like, yeah, like this girl's trash. I like her and Emily Whitmire might be damn near on the same level, and she has way more fights than Emily Whitmire. It made sense. She is I just don't, man, I'm so stupid for that one. What's it called? She's a girl that will go to the ground. She's like an American girl, that's gonna go to ground with a world champion, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion, right? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but her credentials on the ground are pretty high, so it kind of made sense. Logic won today, but you never know with some of these female fights. You never know, so you can't get too mad at me for that. But yeah, I should have known better than to pick Emily Whitmire. Next one was Sean Brady versus Christian Aguilera. Great fucking fight. Sean Brady, that kid's special, man. Oh my god, the way that he's just good. He's just good everywhere, like GSP-esque, and he's just really smart on dictating where the fight goes. And if he's in a bad spot, he just knows how to fight the right people, right? If he's gonna fight like a power puncher like Christian Aguilera, who has crazy knockout power, he fucking sleeps dudes, bro. That dude fucking knocks motherfuckers out, right? He's gonna go, believe in his jab, hit the outside leg kicks, hit the inside leg kicks, and then when he sees the opening for a double leg, he'll go for it. He has a smooth double leg, man. I don't know about Christian Aguilera's takedown defense, but that kid got a smooth double leg, man. Him versus Chamaz would be awesome. I think it would be an awesome test for Chamaz to see if he can really dominate a kid like this, man. His just ability, and then the way he was able to fucking pass to full mount and then get that guillotine was fucking incredible, man. I was really impressed with that kid. So yeah, that was really impressive. And then Alex Caceres versus Austin Springer. I ended up, this was a short notice fight, so I didn't say it in my video, but I ended up kind of picking Austin Springer, not because of the fact he beat Giga, but it was just like to the grappling, and I just thought he was a better grappler than Alex Caceres. Alex Caceres, I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't like. Maybe it's the afro or something like that. You know, one thing I didn't think about, I didn't think he was going to cut his afro. So I didn't think he was going to come out there like that and fucking look like a normal human being and go and win the fight. So I was kind of like low-key shocked at it. I was like, what the fuck? Is that him? You know? So, yeah, I think he hit the body of Springer, and Springer kind of like went for like a bullshit takedown. And then Alex Caceres sprawled, went around him. It basically did an airplane spin and then got the back and choked him out. So yeah, good on him. Proved me wrong. Then next one. This one was, oh my god, Aleksandar Duchirko versus Zach. He was so close to winning, bro. He was so close, in my humble opinion. I thought Duchirko at least won one of those rounds, and I felt like he was on his way to winning the third. Whoa. I low-key feel like he might have won two. I know one of the judges gave Zach Cummins one of those rounds. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe because I am biased, so I did pick Jericho, and I'm going to be low-key rooting for him because I picked him. I want to be right, So I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not sure which round I gave to him, but when I seen that fucking kick that he got hit with at the end of the third, I was like, oh, it's going to Zach Cummins. Like, just getting hit like that. I don't know if they counted. I don't know if he got counted. But that shit knocked his ass down. I was like, what? And it wasn't the greatest fight of all time, I'll say that. But it was just one of those. It was just one of those fights. But yeah, good win for Zach Cummins, man. Hey, he was a favorite. It didn't look like there was a big difference between those two guys in that octagon, And that's the thing that's fucking probably painful for Duchirko. Is like he knows he's just as good as that guy, and he probably should have won that fight. But Zach Cummins, just gritty, and he was just always in the fight. Next fight, Maki Pitalo versus Impa Katange. I end up picking Maki Pitalo. Maki Pitalo is my boy. He's still my boy. I'm always going to be a fan of him. I see the potential. I see what he can do. He's always a fun fighter to watch. Impa Katange, he, even for an 8-0 fighter to have that kind of calmness, though, I was really impressed with him. I thought he won. He might have won all 3 rounds, right? Did he win all 3 rounds? Could I give? I don't know. It's hard. Here's the thing. I thought Maki, his best round was the first round, and I thought that was the round he was gonna take, no matter what. And Impa had that little flurry, and I personally gave Maki the first round because when you see him fight, right, he's blocking like that, So he's blocking those shots, and it was just like, I know, like, I remember when I was working with my boxing coach when it was, before the Rona, and I was doing my boxing, I was doing some sparring, right? And I'm telling my coach, man, if I'm blocking like this or if I'm blocking like that, like, do they count? Like, why is it a big deal? They shouldn't count. They're not hurting me. And he's like, no, they're not going to look like that. People are going to see that you're getting hit, and they're not going to see it like that. You got to slip. You got to roll, And that's what he told me. And that's the thing. It's like, man, I love Maki, man, but I know he got really good head movement. I just see the potential of this kid, and I know he can be so much better than what he's showing, and he's making little mistakes. He's making little mistakes. He's slipping his head right here, and it looks like he's getting hit when he's really rolling with that shot, and it's just, he could have won this fight, honestly. He really could have won. But Impa had really good patience. Like, he was super calm. It was like he's been there like 30 times in a row. But, man, it's just like, fuck, Maki could have won that fight. In my humble opinion, I really do think, man, the kid's potential to have volume, like to be a volume fighter and to go to the body, like, and the fact that he didn't go to the body enough in that fight, too. Like, man, he just made some small mistakes. I know he's going to be back, bro. Maki's going to be back. Keep your head up, bro. Nothing to be ashamed of. Now we're to the main card. Oh, this fight was beautiful. This was beautiful. You know how I feel about Karma. I love me some Karma, man. Ricardo Lamas versus Bill Aguillo. I don't give a fuck what his last name is. I could care less. This motherfucker was talking shit. He was like it looked like a fucking idiot. And Ricardo Lamas, he fucking did his job, put it on him, showed him the toughness, and showed him how a vet deals with some youngsters that don't know their fucking place. I was like, whoa, who does this kid think he is? Now, the kid was good, though. I won't take that away from him. Bill was really good in there. And for his takedown defense, I'll give him that. He had really good takedown defense. His striking looked smooth. He was really... Another thing, man, these kids are looking calm, man. Like... I was just really impressed by how like he just felt naturally in there. You see a lot of people, they're kind of like hesitant and they throw very sloppy shots because of the nervousness and stuff like that. You can just see it. And this kid just looked like he belonged there, and he was giving Ricardo a run for his money. I thought he almost hurt. He did hurt Ricardo. I almost thought he was gonna finish Ricardo in the second. I was like, fuck. But then Ricardo put that wrestling on him. He put that wrestling, bro, and he got in that full mount and he dropped bombs on that fool's head and shut him fuck up. Man, I fucking enjoyed that. But, yeah, good shit on Ricardo Lamas. I don't know if he's going to retire or not. I don't know if he's said anything about that, but it is what it is. Next fight, Ji Young Kim versus Alexa Grasso. Another great fight from Alexa Grasso. I'll say it again. Her and Irina Aldana just have great offensive boxing. Defensively, they could do some work, but their their pressure and then their presence in the pocket kind of like scares girls off and kind of just fucks with girls. So really, they don't really get punished for some of the laps of defense in their game. Like this, Ji Young Kim was trying to punish Alexa Grasso. Like there was moments where she did hit her, but she wasn't doing enough to tell her to. Actually, she was going forward, so that's not true. Like Grasso wasn't going forward unnecessarily. She was kind of circling the octagon. Like it was more like she wasn't backing away, but it was like dun, like just a little bit of a hop step in terms of the footwork, and she'd be in and she'd be out. But she just wasn't punishing her, if you get what I'm saying. Like there was no pop in those punches. There wasn't no combinations thrown. She was just trying to hit her because she was getting hit a lot. So it was one of those things, if I explained it right. But I picked Alexa Grasso and I picked Ricardo Lamas, so that was good for me. Next fight, co-main event. This one was fucking pretty. This was just hard to fucking watch, man. I picked Robbie Lawler to win this fight. Neil Magny went out there, out-wrestled Robbie Lawler, a guy that has, in my humble opinion, has some great takedown defense. And you look at his how he stopped takedowns against Johnny Hendricks, a national champion wrestler, against Roy McDonald, another guy with really good wrestling. I think even Koscheck, a guy with really good wrestling. And I really thought the biggest reason he lost that Colby Covington fight was because of the added of wrestling and just those wrestling feints and just somebody going for takedowns, right? And also hitting you in the face a lot. It was just really hard to find openings. But the problem with Robbie Lawler in this fight against Neil Magny is that he made so, again, like these guys, like I've seen people say Neil Magny or Robbie might be a little shot. He might be a little shot in different areas. He might not have the explosiveness, but like he was making little mistakes that he didn't need to make. Like, why go for a takedown in the beginning of the round? Like, what are you doing? And then why? Like, he's looking for shots. He's like, that's all he's looking for, right? He's not like, I remember Robbie when he fought Condit in the 5th round. That guy went out there and started swinging. When he fought fucking Roy McDonald, he had crisp jabs. Where were your jabs at? You know what I'm saying? Like, Robbie, he gets this distinction as, like, a knockout artist, but really, Robbie is more of a power volume guy. Like, he has good volume, and he has good power. He hits really hard. Doesn't really have, like, crazy knockout power, What his last knockout was, Jake Ellenberger? Or actually, technically, a real knockout, in my opinion, was Jake Ellenberger. The Roy McDonald was more like, man, Roy kind of just, like, he just took too much damage and just fell. But I guess, yeah, Roy McDonald was his last knockout. So how long was that? Well, maybe 5 or 6 years ago? So it's like, it was just one of those fucking losses. I just was not... It just was hard to watch, man. It was really hard to fucking watch seeing Robbie go out like that. He tried in the 3rd. I was happy for him in the 3rd that he showed some heart. And he always has heart, and he always has it, but, like, he's just, like Henry Hoof was talking to him, and I really felt what Henry Hoof is doing is, like, where are your counters at? What are you, like, you're just, it just had a lapse of judgment. I wouldn't say it was a bad day from Robbie, and we shouldn't take this away from Neil Magny, even though, like, man, Neil Magny has wins over. I was texting one of my homies, like, God damn, Neil Magny got wins over Johnny Hendricks, Carlos Condit, and now Robbie Lawler. 3 guys I'd say he would never beat when I was growing up with MMA. Those guys were like, when I was growing up, those guys were big time, man. When I was growing up, man, those guys were the guys. Like, first pay-per-view I ever watched was I think UFC 165 with John Jones and Gus, and after that it was Hendricks and GSP, and then Hendricks almost, in my opinion, beat GSP, right? And then it's like, yo, you had Hendricks, you had Condit, you had Lawler, like you had all these guys, and then Matt Brown was coming through, right? So that's how I grew up, and just to see these guys get beat by a guy like Neil Magny, who I thought is just like, oh, he's just a guy with good cardio. Like, I don't think he's any good at anything. It was hard. It was pretty depressing. And one of my homies was like, yeah, he beat the whole entire senior citizens club. What did he say? Let me actually read the text. Oh man, I gotta read this shit. Yeah, he got wins over the whole senior citizens club. But yeah, yeah, it was hard to watch. I'm not gonna call Robbie Lawler shot. I love Robbie too much to call him that, and I don't like when people take wins from other people. And Neil Magny got wins over those guys. It is what it is. He made them fight like that. He made them look shot. Really, when you think about it, so he did his job. He could have easily lost that fight. Like, a lot of people don't think about that. He could have lost that fight. Like, it's not like he could. Like, it goes both ways. But to the main event, man. Oh, Anthony! I couldn't wait to do this. Bro, whoo, Anthony Smith, man. God damn, I want everyone to hear this. Bro, I feel like my channel started popping after the Anthony Smith Glover Teixeira prediction, and then the reaction. I might link that in the description just to show y'all how much fun I had when I seen this fool lose. Was I impressed by Rakic? Yes. I seen was it 3 days ago? He was posting shit about wrestling. And I was like, oh, this guy's really working on his wrestling. He keeps talking about it. And I was like, it is what it is. But this guy came out here and outperformed a supposed high school wrestler in Anthony Smith, and a guy with jiu-jitsu and is a threat on the ground and this and that. Like, all the stuff I heard on Twitter, and has the experience or whatever. And Rakic came out there and dominated. I was scared for Rakic when he was on the ground with him. I was like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get up. But I was actually impressed. He maintained half guard. It kind of camped there for a little bit, but, like, Smith didn't do anything. He didn't sweep him. He didn't move the knee. Like, he didn't hip escape. Like, he did nothing in there. He broke him. No lion heart. And here's the thing about Smith. For a second, I thought Smith was gonna come in here super humble, but he didn't. I'm a big fan of the Michael Bisping, Believe You Me podcast, and I seen this clip, and I'm finna show you this clip. And this guy, you just won't shut up. So karma's pretty sweet. I'm finna show y'all that clip right about now.
Send a message to Alex. What would you say? And Brian, I think you're going to roll the tape, correct? So check this out, Alex.
I'm going to be very honest with you. I do have a message. I've been seeing. So I got some mutual. I don't know if we'd say they're mutual friends, but there's some people that know him that I know, and I don't speak or read the language or whatever. But he's been talking a little shit. Like he's going to break me. He's going to make me quit. And I'm sure they're looking at the Glover fight, and that's the guy they're hoping shows up. But I'm like really excited for this fight because it, like, how it is when people say they're going to break you and they're just so damn confident. Like, he's too fucking stupid to even know what he doesn't know. It's just like, that's never going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. So I just can't wait to see the look on his face, like with his intention of going in there to break me, and then just to watch him slowly quit.
Now, you've seen the clip. You've seen the clip, and he just wouldn't stop talking. Like, didn't you learn from the Glover Teixeira fight? You kept talking about Luke Rockhold, and you kept talking mess about him, and you got your ass humbled. You didn't learn. Now, if you go watch the rest of that video with the Rakic interview, because they show Rakic that, right? It's a reaction to it. Rakic is like, I didn't say none of that. Like, that didn't come out in my mouth. I don't know what that guy's talking about. My friend would never say that. I don't think that didn't happen. So, you know? So, Smith, you just talking to Madison. It's like, oh, I would never give up. You're a fucking idiot. And it's like, and then there's another clip of him that I'm finna show you with Hector Lombard. And it's like, like it's this passive-aggressive shit I don't like. Either you're a good guy or you're not. And I'm finna show it to y'all, and y'all finna see it.
You know my name yet? You know my name yet, Hector? Think about it, right? My name yet?
You've seen the clip with Hector Lombard. That's your hero? That's y'all king? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't understand how people can be a fan. Like, I hate that passive-aggressive bullshit. Either you're a good guy or you're a bad guy. Just be real, man. All right? And here's my thing to y'all, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, and this is going to be the end of the video. I don't want to hear about fucking Anthony Smith for the rest of the year. He got fluke wins over Volkan Ozdemir and Aleksandar Gustafsson, and it's a fact. Stop it. Stay humble, man. All right? eBay predictions out. Go check out my fucking Instagram. I'm popping off there. They fucking blocked me on Twitter because they Twitter some bitch ass. I'm not gonna call them some N-words because they blocked me off because of that, and I'm gonna try to really limit how many times I say the N-word. But basically, y'all, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. So y'all might not hear from me on Twitter, but still follow me on Twitter. What else? eBay predictions out, and stop sucking dick with Anthony Smith, man. It's not cool. It's not cool. Y'all parents didn't raise y'all like that, man. All right, find somebody else. Aleksandar Rakic is a cool guy. Be a fan of him. Be normal. And see y'all. And goodbye.